So first we're going to start with how to assemble your flute and carefully take it out of the case. So you should be on a flat surface with your case right side up. That means the lid goes up this way. You can usually tell when with the hinges. So if you don't have a table, you should use the floor, not a music stand. So it should open like that so it doesn't spill out. And then you only have 3 pieces to the flute. This is the head joint. This is the body. So you're going to take the head joint and you're going to put it on the, this might be hard to see, the branch part of the body. And you want to line up the whole of the head joint with the keys. And then you can adjust as needed. But that's how you initially want to do it. And then this is called the foot joint. You're going to put that on the other end. And you want to line up this foot key with the bars right here. When you're putting your flute together and taking it apart or doing anything else, you want to make sure you don't grab really hard around the keys or grab the keys at all, because you don't want to bend these bars. So when you're putting things together, you want to hold at the joints where there are no keys. And then when you take it apart, you're just going to do the same thing and make sure it goes into the parts in the case that it fits into. It's pretty obvious. And that's it. All right, so a little close-up of how things line up. This is the end that has the model and the brand on it. That's where you're going to line up the head joint. And the whole of the flute should line up with the keys, like this. And then the foot joint, this key right here should line up with these bars right here. And then once again, when you lay your flute down, if you need to lay it down, preferably you're holding it. If you ever need to lay it down, the keys need to be up. Never lay your flute on the keys. That can bend the keys. All right, so when you clean your flute, you really want to make sure you swab the inside. So your flute should come with, by the way, when you set your flute down, the key should be up. Your flute should come with something like this. It's probably metal though. The maintenance kit might come with a cleaning cloth. This is just an old t-shirt. If it doesn't, you could just take an old t-shirt. It's a very used old t-shirt. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the cleaning cloth and thread it through just a little bit, not a lot, because if it gets too bunched up, it's gonna get stuck in the keys. And then you're gonna cover the ends so the metal cleaning rod does not scratch the inside of your flute. And then you're just gonna do it piece by piece and swabbing out everything. So go through, give it a couple turns, and put it away. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now the body's the one you really have to be careful of, because if you get it too bunched up, it's really gonna get stuck in the keys. So just put it all the way through, give it a couple turns. And if you wanna push it all the way through, you can. And this is gonna help make sure that your pads don't get ruined early, because then you have leaks and it doesn't sound good. And then the head joint is gonna put it in. You don't wanna push against this end though, so be very careful that you're not pushing too much. Once you kind of feel it there, let it go. And then just give it a twist and put everything away. Your flute's probably also gonna come with a polishing cloth. This is not a daily thing. If you polish it a lot, you're gonna get what I call the flute goatee, where you get a little dark spot right here on your chin. But when you polish, you're just gonna lightly go over it. It's really just a cosmetic thing to make it shiny. And when you do the keys, once again, be careful, you're not squeezing the keys when you're going over it. So it's just really a light brush. And I'll just do it on this part, because you don't wanna bend anything, you don't want anything to pop. And it should make it shinier. And that's pretty much cleaning it up. Okay, so a couple of things with your flute. First of all, your flute maintenance kit is probably gonna come with something called key oil. Don't ever use it, ever. Don't use it. If for some reason you have a key that's sticking, or it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, or your flute's not working, take it to your band director. Don't try to fix it yourself. Don't give it to your dad. Take it to the band director. It might be a simple fix your band director can do. If your band director says they can't fix it, take it to the shop. Please take it to the shop. Believe them. take it to the shop. Don't put your flute in the dishwasher. Apparently that's a thing. So don't do that because it will ruin your flute. All you have to do is exactly what I showed you in the maintenance video, and life will be great. All right, and one last thing. You might see other instruments like clarinet or trumpet take grease or cork grease or something like that to put their instruments together easier. Do not do this on the flute. Not a good idea. It will ruin things. It will make things gunky. You will never get your flute together correctly ever again, unless it's deep cleaned, but not in the dishwasher.